What's up? So I wanted to come here first because I feel like there's a bigger reach, a bigger group for this message. Um, let's talk about power plays, especially during this time, right? We have Pluto up in the sky, Venus retrograde, Mercury going retrograde right after. We have Capricorn, Pluto leaving Capricorn, going into Aquarius for the next 20 years. The moon affects the tides, right? We're 70% water, of course. If the moon affects us, you think that someone the size of Jupiter doesn't? Isn't it strange how even though astrology could be used in Cosmopolitan magazine to make money, it still goes back to Egyptians. They find Egyptian um, natal charts being written from scratch, which I'm going to learn on papyrus. They focus on the rising sign. Anyway, so there's a lot. If you let's say you know nothing about astrology, it's cool. You're gonna be going through some energies. Um, maybe not. I'm not here really to discuss or to try to have you believe or follow what I study. But if you click this, I'm assuming that you understand that things such as power plays exist, right? So I printed. I'm gonna go. I wanted to come live on here because I'm really drawn to YouTube lately. When I look in the camera, I doesn't matter if like on TikTok if there's 7, 2, 40 people watch, 100 doesn't matter. When I look, it's like I could understand how God would answer a million prayers. How he's only what it's to all. It's like the look is the same because what comes from me and what I channel is the same. However, you translate my energy and whatever makes you reflect upon. Think about what thoughts you think as I speak. Think about how you feel when I say something. Think about if it sits well with your soul. Okay? So I'm gonna go live on TikTok now because I want them to hear this too, and I love them. I'm new to you, and I have a lot of videos, but all of a sudden I'm drawn to the YouTube collective. But hold on, they know I don't always look up because when I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. I even changed this to red because today had me in a moment of feeling red. So I calm myself down by listening to music. That's number one. Power plays. What do they? What emotions do power plays initiate within us? Anger, disrespect, this energy, this feeling to win, right? To win. Win what? The war. The war in what? The power play. The power war. It could be called the power war, but someone decided to call it the power play. However, I printed out. I didn't finish the book. These are 10 concepts to the book called The Art of War by Sun Tzu, TZU. It's a very popular book. I was saying before, hey guys, I'm live on. Hey, I'm not gonna look up a lot. I'm doing here, and I'm doing YouTube. I'm very drawn to YouTube lately. If you want the whole video, or like, cause I started here first. But hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So today we're gonna talk about power plays. I printed out 10 quotes from The Art of War, a book I never finished. Also, I've always been very efficient at every job I've done. Within 3 months, I became an administrative assistant to chief of operations for a company. I've been an office manager 3, 4 times. I have a lot of experience in a bunch of industries, and but most of all, I've experienced with myself. I've experienced dealing with other people, and I have experience handling, absorbing, taking in the world through the lens of Cass. Cass is very good at masking, but my mask is how I often say it's not to protect, it's not to hide myself from others. It's to protect others from what they see or what they hear when they push me too far. And it truly, I want to say close to never happens. And this is how I get through it, at least. If you engage, first of all, before we even get into, if he has a book called The Art of War, I would write a book called I See You, I Get You. How about we incorporate the art of play and the art of echolocation? Because we're entering a new world. So, Shun Zhu, I'm calling him Zhu. These are great. The ones that I found, actually, they're not the ones that I saw before I stopped reading the book. Similar to when my old manager, so it's a chief of operations. There was a salesman there, way more than a salesman. He owned his own businesses. When I left, he's like, Cass, work for me. Read this book beforehand. It was called The 48 Laws of Power or something, okay? I begin reading it. Again, like this book, I get turned off. I understand. Third dimensional constructs of what power embodies and power plays, how to win them when ego's the ego, when both our egos step out into the front lines and it's time to get down, what do? And if you haven't engaged in a power play yet, you will. Let me define for you. I don't know if that pause is here, so I'm not even gonna pause. So power play is, I'm going to take an action, I'm going to say something, I'm going to do something, and I'm alpha. So your reaction is going to prove to me that you're beta. You're less than me. It can happen at work. It can happen in relationships. Of course. It can happen anywhere, even within yourself. And I just want to talk about those three. There's way more information than any reading could give. So power plays ignite within us. I'm going to get even. I'm going to get back. I'm going to show that I am more powerful than you. You do not control me. You don't run this. You don't. So I have to up you. I have to up you. And then the battle becomes a war. Sometimes it lasts one day. Sometimes it lasts longer. I've been engaging in so many power plays lately, and I don't lose. So I figured I'd share my information. Because watching what I do, especially with power plays happen, I sit back and I'm like, number one, I lose a little bit of respect for the person, and for me to lose respect for you, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. You'll feel it. It's not a good feeling. We'll start with Sun Tzu, and then I'll explain why I would write a book that says "I see you, Zoo," but it's not a zoo anymore. Especially I'm talking to everyone, but if you're a light worker, please listen and please stay, because this is how you're going to be tested of how much of a light worker you are. Not for any other reason than to know, are you ready? Are you ready for when people come at you and use mind games and tactics? And I'm going to expose them. I'm just going to speak of them. I'm going to call them out the way that I see them, because it's getting to the point where I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting a little annoyed. And so instead of acting out in a different way, I'm going to get annoyed by teaching everyone a little bit of what I have in my arsenal. I want everyone to know too that what I have in my arsenal is not to be used as a weapon. It's to be used as defense, almost like martial arts. You don't use it to, when you know that you have this much power, and when you know that you're underestimated. Number one, that increases your power when it comes time for battle. But can I just? Oh, I don't want to get banned. One sec. So on TikTok, not my monkeys, not my circus. That's beautiful. All right, so Let's play. Power play. Number one, aesthetic. Dress. How you dress, what you dress. If I come in like this, you walk in the room and are like, what? Immediately, you're going to respect me, right? If I'm like this, hi, how are you? Very good. Awesome. Yeah, no problem. Got you. Got you. That's how I act at work or out in public. I'm very extra kind because it just naturally comes out of me. I want you to feel good. I don't want to make you feel anything less than good. But then life happens. And then people. You know how many times I prayed today? I said, now my anger is at the point where I'm like, tell me go. Because remember I told you before I get angry, I always make that one moment, pause, pray. Lord, I have a short window. I have a short window. I know you know. I know you know. I know you can feel it. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it time to lay down the law or no? I didn't get an answer, so that was no. Patience, fine. I'm happy I did. This is because now it's becoming a moment where it's going to be a teaching experience and a learning experience. I can give gentle examples of the power plays I've been engaging in lately, but not specifics. Because even though there are people who are engaging in power plays with a negative intention to sabotage, distort, or gain power over for your own self gratification, all that, they're still humans, still souls, still humanity. We are still stronger together. Okay? That's why I am, instead of the art of war, the art of play. Let's lighten the load. Let's lighten the energy. Or the art. If you want, I'm gonna save the echolocation thing for last because it depends on how I was gonna say how deep you go, but I was going up because it kind of, All right, so quote number one from The Art of War: the greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Amen. Yes. That's awesome. Agreed. Green check mark. Fucking agree with that. The greatest victory is the one where you have the victory of no battle. This goes mad deep, and that should be number one because it makes sense logically, of course, right? Of course. Let me tighten this. That was remember it now, men. It's a woman's version of power play. Okay. I mean, I have small boobs, so I can't really push them up, nor would I to make the example. But just beware. You're gonna let some pull down her shirt a little and get one over on you to the point where you're at a loss. You invested in not staying focused, letting the primitive mind take over, and now you're looking around like, how did I lose? Be like in the Bible, be sober, be vigilant. You can be sober and vigilant on freaking meth and add acid together. Throw some shrooms in there too, and I'll still be sober and vigilant. Okay? I don't. I feel for some reason, and if you can channel too, and you're a woman, especially, like, help me looking back. I'm getting that there are men out there because of the trend of society and where we're going. I identify as a man. I identify as a woman. Who are you to question my gender? You know what I would say? I'm about to get a little controversial, and that's okay. And I would like anyone who feels that I've been harsh, come to me. Don't be scared. I will be so gentle with you. When I speak to the collective, it must be tough love. If you're so secure about whether you're a he or a she, you would not care. He who doth protest. If you didn't care if I called you a dude and you were a chick, when people, they used to try to put me down on here. Well, not here. Here, TikTok. Always. Oh my God. You're my favorite cross-eyed tarot reader. Oh my God. I love when transgenders can do readings. Crazy stuff, right? And I'm like, all right. Noted. When that happens, all it takes is, oh, I wrote it backwards. Look, I have to even, I messed up the Y, but wait, real quick. All right, got it. So, I agree. Let's go to number 2. Victorious, meaning victorious means you're victorious, you won. Warriors, the ones who typically win. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first, then seek to win. The win is the motherfucking why. Okay? We can turn the win. The win is a why. The win. I promise you, YouTube, I'm gonna get a new webcam. My favorite one ever broke. And this one, it's like widescreen and it's just blurry. I feel like I'm working with a Nokia. Go watch this on YouTube. You're gonna see. It looks like I recorded it on a Nokia. All right. So victorious of the. If you want to be a winner that wins, let's not think we can be relative to the battlefield from soldiers, veterans. So that battlefield, the battlefield of love, the battlefield of the mind, the battlefield of passion, fire, anger, temptation. I mean, when these words, we need to just let's expand and we'll do it together. Hop on cloud 9. This is the Akatsuki cloud. But wait, hold on. You want to see the logo? It's 3, 3, 3. I just threw 3 times. Those look like cloud 9. 369. Anyway. I love that cloud. Ugh. Also got a very big download. If you are in the tech industry, then specifically to YouTube. This is why I'm drawn to YouTube, because there is a further reach for the level of messages that I get. Of course, it's going to apply to you guys, but I'm speaking directly to you. If you are in a tech-based field, follow your instincts and your intuitions on where it's leading, and also the cloud. The cloud being the lending VPNs or lending IP addresses, renting it. So instead of a singular cloud, it's one cloud with various components. It gives you a place to hide in the technical field, the realm, because then each coding for the cloud is different. And then you take, well, the ultimate coding is the same, of course, but when you compartmentalize it, and then someone stores something in cloud number 7 of 10, if they store it under a unique or borrowed or rented VPN or IP address or anything like that, there's more ways to hide things that you must hide from the powers that be, that understand and are so brilliant that they understand the way that we work, because they did things like MK Ultra, they did experiment, the whole world, we know how we work. Well, not we, they, but they're we. And guess what? I am you, and you are me, and I'm the part of the we that can fucking channel this stuff. So that's why my Mercury is an Aquarius, man. God was like, ding, absolutely. Because these are far-reaching concepts, but I feel like I'm talking to the right people. Look into that. Look into that. Look into that. Ty Lopez, my uncle showed me him. He said, you get into the industry, any industry, within the first 7 years, after that, you become just another, you won't be able to franchise off it. You won't be able to. Franchising, remember, we need to make new vocabulary. So what does it mean to go to war and to win first and go to war? How can I win the war first if I don't, when I and then go to it? It sounds backwards. Defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. There's a difference between being hot-headed and being hot-headed with intellectual and um, a profound sense of deep, true self. I do not pray. When two or more are gathered in my name, there I am. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Archangel Sandolphin. Sandolphin? No, you're Sandolphin. I see dolphins. Archangel of music, by the way. Dolphins can be significant. All right, back to the prayer. Thank you for protecting us. Anybody who's watching, I surround you. In Jesus' name, in white light, your whole house, your whole family, everyone you love, and to the rest of humanity. For those who watch this and those who don't, to Gaia, all the way from to your core, as infinitely inward as it goes. And to you, God, up there, out there, as infinitely upwards as you go. I pray for discernment, and I pray that I become a very clear vessel for the Holy Spirit to speak the truth out of me as I step aside, when I step aside, so that only the words that are spoken are coming from a place of the highest truth, meant for the highest good, the most beautiful feeling of well-being for everyone who chooses to stay and listen to this. May anyone not ready to hear this not be drawn to this. Only the ones that will use this power for good. Okay, excellent. For thine is the power of the kingdom. Wait, for thine is the power, the kingdom, and the glory. In Jesus' name, we pray. I pray, Lord, never would have made it. Never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all, but now I see you were there for me, and I can say I'm stronger, I'm wiser. Oh my God, I'm better. So much. When you come out of a dark night as a soul, dude, and you get that feeling of, oh my God, the rivers flow back through you. That's when you just like praise the Lord. You know why people go crazy like me, right? With this, I used to be called a Jesus freak for years. And I'm like, yeah, whatever you want, dude. Anyway, so what do we do? It's like, yeah, no, we're not. I'm not of this world. I see now. I see now. It's not like I have blind faith in you. I tested you. So my mom and dad done confirmation. To get confirmation, I had to take a class. I came home like, I'm not failing it. Too many rules. I don't agree with it. My mom and dad were like, all right, find your way to do communion. The church is not God. Okay, so number one, victorious warriors win first and then go to war. Now, have you mastered patience to a level? Because who are you more scared of? The dude that's barking or the one that's calm, composed, taking it in? Because he's winning this war. Because he knows the moment I get up, it's over. I know it. I know it. And you know how I know it? Because I told you I've never lost. It's Cass. I got the championship belt. But guess what? The championship belt is not just for me. It's when you acknowledge it within you. But you have to know thyself. Know thyself. Know thyself. Know thyself. I don't know what that means. Then shouldn't we ask? It's all about the why. You want to win? And ask why. Why do I want to win? I promise you, because this can go to a million things. The victorious warrior, different harvest than the different seed planted, and then different harvest from the defeated one. You already go in defeated by going into war first and then seeking to win. You're already a step behind. This one's 10 steps ahead. You're a step behind. Oh my God. Plus the momentum built. I should wait. I should be petty and make some tea so that when I see him catching up, I can dip. You gotta be that far ahead. My why, to answer this, because I want to explain truly my thought process and my heart. Because I've never lost. And I'm not saying it in a cocky way either. I'm like, yeah, I think this might be something to share. When I say patience, this is 2 times in a row. No, the middle was a little buffer period. So 3 jobs, 1 was a year, buffer period. I'm now in a new one. I'm engaging in power plays. And I'm, instead of reacting, I'm like, okay, that's the way you play. Remember, not war. Art of war is how you play. And you're someone who likes to play around. You like to see how far you can go with me or anyone because you like that. It gives you power. You're like, yeah, you respect me. I can say this to you. I can act like this to you. Once I get up, you know to be scared. I don't even have to get up. How do you think those people are that way? By consistent results that are showing them, yes, you do this, you do this, you get this. In order to incorporate what we're going to talk about, you need to not do it. You need to be it. We need to be it. I am it. And so be it. Embody me. Embody me. Wow. It sounded very like sensual in a spiritual way though. Like if sexuality and spirituality had a baby, it would be sensuality. I'm on the Pineapple Express. If these two vote, can I say that on YouTube? I'm new to 2727. Wow, that could be significant. Or you could say nines. Nines, 1010. While the feudal warriors go to war for our sake to win. My why do I want to win? Because I gave my life to God 11 years ago, dude, and he never loses. I'm sorry, never loses. Are they hard battles? Oh, that's that shit that makes you not want to come back to Earth. Goodbye. Why the hell did I? But then, when you get the why that operates above the war and can see all, you start to get information about how to win. But it's through patience, discernment, and prayer. Because let me put it this way too: by being a victorious warrior, let's apply this to the battlefield like war. If you're victorious, you shot the most men, you killed the most people, you got their stuff, you raided it. It's yours now. I'm sorry, this just made me sad. Um, it doesn't mean that if you're a victorious warrior that you were the one that took out the most people. You could have lost in that sense. Half your team could be gone. But the victory is that you can't lose when you've already won. So what in you would have you going into any situation, but especially a power play, saying, I've already won. Number one, preparation in all ways. This includes the time it takes to take in how long it takes to understand patience, to shake its hand. I never thought it was possible. It took me 3 years to battle. I was like, dude, enough. Come on. And then I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? Let's play. Let's play. And then I shook hands with patience, and then everything changed. Why would a warrior or a squad, a group of people, a soldiers, let's say, if they went into that battle winning first, what does that mean? That this war is about something that can't die. It's not of the flesh. You could take out half my men. I could have taken out one of yours, but you're one less person, which makes you weaker in this realm that you're fighting in. Your team is smaller, so you're weaker. You took out half my men, and so now you triple the amount of men on your side, on your team. What would you call war? We should start naming the countries like teams. That's what they want, right? Oh, let Cav look. Stay on topic. Nah, screw it. I flipped that off because we gotta go or we gotta go. While defeated warriors go, okay. It still doesn't matter. If I'm fighting for love, doesn't matter. If I'm fighting for God, doesn't matter. Actually, I did fight for God, and I'm still a victorious warrior. And the world, up until whenever the promised land arrives, which is not, I can't be defeated. I was suicidal. I was ready to take my life, knife in the hand. If you came up to me and you wanted to go to war with me, you would think I'm a weak point, right? And I'll just be like, I'd flip out or anything. You'd have no effect on me because I don't care. I don't care. You can't even go to war with me. I've already won because I'm not going to war. Let's go back to number one. The greatest victory which is that which requires no battle. There is no battle. Have confidence in your intelligence, your wit, your ability to act and react fast when you tap into a flow that allows you to use your special abilities. Maybe it's not the mind or speaking or communicating, but what if you can feel and heal? Don't worry, I got a spot for you if that's something you could do. Don't think that that's not possible to like support yourself financially while doing that. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but damn the vision. And shout out to friggin' DC. I can see where it all came from. 3, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know the enemy and you know you, screw 1,000, give me 1,000,000, a lifetime's worth. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I don't care. I don't care. Now, what happens when someone tests you when you care? That's when you go into, I'm a victorious warrior, meaning I must win first before I go to battle. So before I freaking speak, before I take an action or do something, while I'm in this energy, I understand because I'm aware now that has repercussions, that has consequences. Staying quiet, waiting for the boiling water to cool down so we can see to the bottom, the clear, where it originates from, what is the best move forward. That's being a victorious winner that wins before the battle. There is a sense of preparation that must happen, and patience and learning it is absolutely one of them. And 2, faith that karma exists, God exists, that you're going to let something else handle your battles. This comes kind of later in the game. It depends on where you are on your spiritual level. There comes a point where you get so close to God that, and again, 11 years, I'm like, you know what? I trust you enough to give this up to you. Meaning, I could. You want to talk about power play? I fear my own mind when I get into this stage because I don't think these thoughts, so that when they come, I'm thinking them at times for the first time. And I'm like, whoa, almost like Naruto at Nine Tails. It's like, no, 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 no. I will never hurt another like that. That's why I'm always victorious. I don't give anything but love out. And so that seed that I plant and consistently plant, it must bear good fruit, and love is good fruit. So you can still plant positive seeds in dark settings by just being patient, being quiet, not reacting. Not reacting. Because you know the enemy. They're reactive, aren't they? All bark. They think they're biting. Meanwhile, they have no idea that you know yourself so much that you understand. Waiting, ultimately connecting. I'm going to have to go out and say, unless you connect to a higher power, you will be defeated again. You'll be defeated so many times that eventually you will realize that you've fought many battles and the war is coming to a close, meaning it's not going to be tallied out. This is the fight, like, do or die. Hold on, I'm channeling someone heavy. There's fear here. So you are someone who is about to enter a war of some sort. What do you fear? What they think of you? As in they, the world, or they, them? I'm not making fun of that either. I understand if you identify as that. I'm just saying, if you know thyself, it doesn't matter. Like, again, those comments are being made. Love you. You're my favorite trans reader. Yeah, cool. I don't care, and I'm happy I don't. And so it just keeps the snowball going. Learn to not care. How? To learn that you're not of this world, and so the opinions of others, it's like a bunch of um I just saw freaking robotic parrots on a chirp line. Like, no, yeah, that's bad. Rick and Morty, I fucking love Rick and Morty. There's a scene, the crowd goes, boo! And he's like, you think I give a fuck? I hear what you clap for. I know what you clap for. Oh my. Alright, so anyway, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. But if you know yourself and not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer defeat. That makes sense. But more easily put, trial and error. What if you don't know yourself right now? Some of us don't. We continue to know ourselves more and more. But let's say you know yourself. Okay, sorry. You don't know the enemy. Number one, it's like a chance. You roll the dice on it. You could have a defeat. You could have a victory. The defeat is kind of the lesson that's learned in the victory. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Because what are you fighting for? What is the win for? What are you winning? What's your win? What's your why? Why are you engaging in any battle? In the midst of chaos, there's also opportunity. Many people, again, like the robotic parrots, not in a disrespectful way, but just to get the point across, the sheeple, the ones who sleep, the one who choose to sleep. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. They're gonna succumb, and I have this feeling in me that we're gonna protect them. Let's not be angry at them. Let's protect them. This is a very ethereal energy. It is just went 17 layers deeper. Sometimes it blows my mind that it could seem like I'm speaking a different language to people. Lightworker, what? I'm like, what? Pleiadian, what? What? Solfeggio frequency, Merkaba, Metatron's cube, Metatron? Physics? Science? Okay, if not that, 5D? What's that? Frequency vibration? What's that? And I'm like, oh my, so beautiful. So now, when those that we protect are in the midst of chaos, they're not seeing opportunity. They're seeing destruction. They're seeing there's a lot going on. What could chaos mean? Life turning on its head. A bunch of people like you, now they don't. Imagine you're one of the people in the world that got canceled. You can't get canceled unless you fear you're being canceled. And if you fear being canceled and you're not doing what you're doing so that you don't get canceled, you're not expressing yourself as your true nature, and life will reflect that back to you however it chooses. So be above the storm, be above the war, seek out the opportunity while everyone else is in shambles. See the pattern. So also that's how you act. That's how you act. That's how you act. That's how you act together. You guys trigger each other. Okay, it's pretty cool. It's like watching a show. Detach. Now, let's say it's one-on-one, like the power play. The power plays that are going through. People who suggest certain things to you. If I do this to you, well, for example, today, I won't use names, but I'll tell you the experience. I'm asked to come outside for a talk. I'm like, okay. Let me tell you something. I'm pretty efficient. By pretty, I mean like I'm saying that in almost a sarcastic way. Very. Don't mistakes, yeah. He's like, what's going on? And I'm like, honestly, this has never happened before. And in my head, I'm like, I don't think I'm the problem here. Because if there's one thing that doesn't make sense in this equation, if anything, I am the constant. My accuracy, my efficiency is the constant. The thing that is the variable here is the place that I'm working. Because within 3 months, administrative assistant, chief of operations, I was running the entire company for 2 guys, but they're awesome. They'd be in friggin' Bahamas, and I'd be like, I need you to have service. You need to make up because I'm not you. Just such illegal things, pretended to be their wives just so I can get into the freaking company bank account. But they trusted me. That's what you pay for. And remember that for something as well, for anyone who works, they're paying for your service. Yeah, you have a job, but they need you too. It's almost like a fractal of the government in a smaller scale. You are just as valuable as the person who runs that company. Okay? Power play. We're on equal playing fields. I don't care if you are my boss, my mother, father. Well, there's different. It goes for everyone. If you're directed with that, oh, I was directed with this, which caused chaos within me, but not as bad as the other one. I don't enjoy mental chess. I'm very good at it. It's like a game I'm very great at, but I don't like to play. But my arsenal is very big. He says, what do you say? I just remember this action. Right? You're scattered. Maybe your mind is scattered. You're scatterbrained. Maybe that's why the mistakes. Maybe that's why. This. A smile, a nod. Now, someone, the ones we protect, would go, right? However, I'm very open minded, so I entertain every idea. Like, potentially, but not often. By not often, I mean scarce. That's something else with the same. I'm already presenting. It's unexpected. The war, the battle, the play here is to convince you to think a thought that you're going to believe is true because I'm suggesting it with a smile and a nod. Maybe you're scatterbrained. Maybe you get distracted easily. That was the second one. Maybe you get distracted easily. At times, yeah, but when I'm focused, no. That was my answer. If ever this gets out, right? Tell them to roll the tape. Roll the tape. Bring out the tape. Bring them out. Bring them out. I don't lie. You can trust me. That's because what I say at times is very out there, but that's why it is my duty to be truthful. I need to be in order to get the information out, because then how do you know you can trust me? So the opportunity was to win the battle, which means I've never been in this battle with you before, person. Great, I love him. Great person. But now I'm Floyd Wait what is it? Floyd Wait Mayweather and you. That's round one. About the seventh round, I've studied you. I understand how your mind works. Now I'm observing you in a completely different way. I'm taking it in. I'm being patient. I'm knowing the enemy as I know myself. I'm studying the enemy as I study myself. If you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. So how do you know the enemy? You know yourself. How do you know yourself? You sit back and you just live life. Be in the moment. Check it out. Check them out. Check you out. What you're thinking about what they're doing? Huh, interesting. That might be a weakness. How come that just anchored me? Did that just flare me up in emotion? Let me look at that real quick. How do I eliminate that? Eliminate that factor. Eliminate that weakness. And no, working out does not do that. It does much, but not that. You must integrate the two. Don't know why I feel like that. Also, all of a sudden, 3 big pens. Who wishes to fight must first count the cost. Risk assessment. Yeah. If you wish to fight, if you wish to fight, if you wish to fight. Who wishes to fight, he says. Do you agree that that's the same as if you wish to fight or who wishes to fight? Wishes. I hope, a dream, a wish. Not a sentence. Not like this. I mean, to be sentenced a certain amount of time. It is not written in stone, which means you don't have to battle ever. But it's hard with power plays because it's like because sometimes the cost is that you speak words that you wish you never said. Sometimes the cost is that brings you so far back in your training. You're gonna be that timid, scared person when someone tries to dominate and get loud with you, tries to control you, tries to manipulate you, tries to play mental chess. To avoid any profit loss. It goes back to number 2, how to be a victorious warrior. You win, then you go to war. You win, and then you go to war. Because then there is no loss. If you win first, you can't lose. So therefore, you don't need to count the cost. If you're number 2, but 5, you can skip. Please move to question 6. Sure. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combination of these 5 give rise to more melodies that can ever be heard. You mean, at least how I'm interpreting it. Would you like me to read that again so you can interpret it? Like, I want it to be your ideas too. I don't want to just feed you ideas. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combo of these 5 give rise to more melodies that can ever be heard. They are infinite. They keep going. There's a song always playing. You change one note, it's a different song. At the core, these 5 musical notes, let's just break this down psychologically, spiritually, and emotionally, right? There is this core that, when combined, creates an infinite amount of opportunities. Number 10, opportunities multiply as they are seized. Seize the opportunity of your core 5 notes. What is your song? Because when you identify your song, when you know who you are, when you speak your truth, when you walk what you talk, when you are who you are, there's an air about you. There's a solid but beaming bright aura that you resonate out. But all of us have different melodies. We're all singing different songs. At your core, if you are strong in your core, I know myself. He who conquers you angers you. I ain't even mad. And if I do get mad, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice patience, and I'm going to figure out, I'm going to plot. I'm going to listen to music. What I did after work, I went on Bible, I listened to music, and then I just vented to them. And now I'm at this place, which is good. Because I was ready to establish extreme dominance in a place I've been working for 5 months, and they've all been there 8 to 12 years. All of them. You can't take back something now. And what is the cost? The energy the next day when I'm calmer and I'm like, oh shit, this is weird. I don't even want to work here anymore. And then boom, there goes the cost of your paycheck. The cost of living. There goes the cost of, you understand? Okay. 8. Oh wait, all warfare is based on deception. Amen. Literally. It's deception. And deception, given this, we can deduce, and I agree, it's as well with my soul, that if you engage with the play, you are deceiving yourself of the true, highest, most beautiful harvest that you can produce if you engage. If you engage, I want to say you've lost that battle. Have you ever heard that quote, like, there can never be more than one fool fighting? As soon as there's two, we'll go fools. Russ says, my advisor is my gut. Please don't ever interrupt. I love that. So, anyone fighting, what are you fighting for? Let me tell you something. I don't fight the truth. Mm-mm. If it's true, I don't care. Gosh, you're so fucking ugly. Well, cool. Cool for your opinion. What you mad about, dude? What the hell did I trigger you? Also, let's go to the mind games. Power play is all about warfare. When I was in a heated energy before, I was telling the plan and I was saying, I'm gonna call a meeting. It's not the first time when I'm about to establish dominance in a place where I work, or the whole time I'm not. I don't talk much. I just boom. I'm kind. blessing the place constantly. And then people try me. Slight ways. Someone in the office said, nice filing system. But I don't know. That's how I understood it, how I just said it. But I had a bunch of the papers like this in one folder up front. The ones I didn't do flat in the back. The ones that needed one thing added to it were in the middle. But I knew this. So I took it as a filing system. I'm like, oh, because you don't understand it. But I said, was that an attack or a compliment? And I didn't turn my head. And I just kept working. And the whole tone changed. Did I say it was an attack? No, I was just asking. And the conversation ended there. I haven't been tried again since. He's also a Sagittarius. He likes to test the boundaries. And plus, we were cool after that. We also kind of got loud and heated because he said, I don't know, he said, I'm just trying to give you constructive criticism. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, so you're trying to prime me because what's about to come out of your mouth has a little bit more of a, I would like to criticize you, but it is rooted in fact because there's evidence of it, but I can twist it by coding it with this beautiful image of constructive criticism because I care. Yeah, I understand you do care because I can feel that, but you don't mean that in this moment. Now we're playing mental chess on a level that you don't even know that you're doing it. You don't even know your next move. You don't even know that that's what you're doing. So I said, Jim, no, oh, shit. Whatever, Jim. I love you. No more mental chess. And then when I said the word mental, the anger rose about 20% because the volume rose about 20% and the energy that came out, it rose. He said something like, don't say the word mental. And I said, well, it is mental chess. Are we not? Are we not playing? When you're confident in the 5 chord frequency, when you're in your musical notes, nothing can move you, disturb you. Don't do mental chess. But aren't we? Aren't we, Jim? Okay. Okay. Also, I did let him, I let it slide once, and it's okay with that. You let it slide once, but if it happens again, don't let it happen more than 2 times. No more than 2 times. But I understood the situation. He was applying his dominance to someone he was training. He said, why are these out of order? It wasn't even my fucking fault. And I was like, all right, well, they were working on these, and that's it. Well, these are supposed to be in alphabetical order. Never heard that before, never told me that before, but I understand. And you know what? You two are men. I'm not even trying to. All right. I said I could put them in alphabetical order for you real quick. Anyway, huh. I can. But I was genuine with it. How you can't even be mad at me in that moment because I'm like, I understand above it, above my emotions. So how can we problem solve this? Oh wait, you don't want a solution because that's not why you're trying to win. You're trying to show that you're alpha to another man that you're training. But I see you. I see you. I see the enemy. He's not an enemy. And so I can act from this place to the point where I leave you speechless, to the point where you can only say, huh. You're good though? You don't want me to put them? I could do it really quick. Are you sure? Okay, bye. Also, shout out to Jay because Jay heard that. Oh, damn. That really goes. Whatever. They're all awesome people. They're all awesome people. That's the one that had a conversation with me outside. A Libra and a Sagittarius. I'm an Aquarius, dude. Of course we get along. But yeah, it's deception. Also, I understand that I'm working with salesmen. And if you're a salesman and you're watching this, if you are selling and you are willing to use warfare or deception on another human being's soul so that you may acquire money. It's different from a business. It's different. If you're working for someone who has you selling for them, it really takes away the Karl Marx Communist Manifesto. Man will feel alienated from his work because he won't see the fruits of his labor. Meaning, unless this man is building the house and he gets to see the fruits of his labor, that beautiful house he built, he will feel no satisfaction. He'll feel alienated, alien, ostracized, out of the away from self, which look, it's happened. It's easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. How do we love our enemy? You know what? How I do it? You picture them as little kids that are one is still little, but I'm talking 2, 3. I used to work at Kitty Academy. I would be in the 4-year-old room because they're like a little older, but then the 3-year-olds, I'm like, oh my god, your cheeks are. And the 2-year-old room, a little more annoying because there's a lot of like attentiveness, but oh my god, they're so cuddly. I've never seen a child. I just did not want to. Can I just freaking hug you and get a drink? Like, oh my god, babies are so cute. My mom gets the same way. Whenever there's a baby here, who do we get up? And I'm like, we're like, give it my turn. Picture your worst enemy as a beautiful, loving, laughing, innocent, bright child that just gives off joy that makes you just want to hug it. Because that's who your enemy was. And then other enemies appeared in life. Take care that when fighting monsters, you will not become the monster that you're fighting. Sometimes we get so lost in the battle, we end up becoming it. Going back to that, if you're a salesman, the root core cause is money. You begin to give off a similar vibration to many other salesmen that I meet, which is you begin to sell yourself. What I mean by that, it becomes a part of your personality because you're so in the flow that this what Jay did today. A little scatterbrain, right? I'm like, interesting psychological technique. I wonder if you do that naturally. That's what's going in my head. I'm studying him. He thinks he's influencing me. Another one. Maybe because, you get distracted easily. Like another nod and another gentle voice. Just looking out for you, kid. Positive ending. He's like, sold the deal. It wasn't even a transaction. I'm not a client. So why did I just feel like our engagement was a transaction? Now I'm a little further from you. Now I'm an observing one. Because I give everyone trust. I just let everyone kind of break it however much they want. God, I give trust 100%. And it's not hard for me to get to another 100. Because I'm not really trusting in you. I'm trusting in me. I trust that whatever you do, I'll be okay. So it's easy to just re-up on the trust because I'm not, you've got like everyone in the world doesn't really, I don't know. Okay, lastly. So that's what I do. Picture them as a little kid and understand the world just got to them. I read this quote and it resonated so deeply. There's not one person whose story you'd hear and you would not fall in love with. Everyone has a story. Why are they fighting? Especially if you know. I don't know who brings it up in the book, but he should talk about the warrior that knows the victor. Oh, the one that knows. Yeah, this should be elaborated on. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war. Number one, I'd ask if they so choose. Number one, if you're pushed against the wall, you're cornered, the enemy has you, whether with words, intimidation, yelling, trap, blackmail, all that stuff, right? I'm talking other than the 4 corners of physical walls, and you have to go to war. You're like, it happened to me recently. My hands are tied. The walls are closing in, and so now my only option is to break this fucking ceiling because I'm going up. I'm getting out. What do I have to do to get there? Win first. Now, if you engage in war, and if it's true that all warfare is based on deception, that's when you enter play mode. You can still tell the truth. I have it on my Instagram. I think it's from Scarface. He says, all you guys are fucking assholes. You all need me in your life. Because like no, it's not like no one wants to tell you the truth. I'm the only one. That's why I get you agitated. You need me. And then he ends it with, it's okay. I tell the truth even when I lie. And I'm like, yes. Yes. So much to say, but I'm being drained. It is easy to love. Okay. Anger may, yeah, so that's one way. Find your way to how to love them. Also, connecting to God, higher power. I mean, that's easy. Anger may in time change to gladness, but a kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being. Once you say something, can't be taken back. Once you do something, no time machine exists. But anger usually is fleeting. It usually goes to happiness eventually. And anger goggles are, yeah, you could really, yeah, destroy a whole ass kingdom in one day, one move, one word. Paul, sorry, pull no weight. I just had to realign my chi. I had to get back with myself, and however long it takes, is however long it takes. Remember, 6 months at my old job. May, June, August. When did I start working here? They making it seem I even believe them. I'm not concerned with time, right? So I'm thinking I'm there 5 months. That's another thing for my winning. This is why I win. Let's take me for an example. Come at me at work. Pretend you're my boss. You're making a lot of mistakes, Cass. Here's a list of all the mistakes that you made. I would respond with, that's very rare. Like I said, I would say that's, but now I'm speaking directly to the owner of the company who is having this person talk to me to relay the message to me, which is, I respect. He does not wish to engage in battle. He's a Capricorn. My dad's a Capricorn. I understand. But again, remember the respect there. He is the only, from day one, I'm like, I fuck with you. Over time, I have lost respect for a little bit for everyone in the office except for him. And he is the one that will scream, the one that will be angry, the one that will, he's at least when I first started working, he was I'm dominant. I am alpha. It was crazy because I'm like, you're really putting it out there. But there's this energy about you where you're not faking it. But an alpha that I envision isn't as expressive. It's the calm one. I'll attack when I'm ready to attack. And when I'm ready to attack, I would suggest you step back. But if you don't, then you asked for this. I think I said this already. I don't know if it was on Vigo. But I also don't want to go in on details because this is a live platform. So instead of the art of war, it's the art of play. Just play with them. If someone's engaging in a power play with you, like in a relationship, holding back information so that they can watch you. Ugh. I don't know if that's happening, but that just made me so annoyed. Power plays that people use. They're not. He's genuine with it though, like his intention to be kind. That's genuine. Also, something I've learned in my experience, take it with a grain of salt. The quicker you address, when you acknowledge a mental game being played, a power play, I'm dominating over you. I'm going to talk to you in a way I wouldn't talk to someone else because they set their boundary. I'm going to see if you have a boundary. You don't seem to have a boundary. Remember, I said let it slide once because I understood the situation? Now, in my mind, second time, now you're pushing it. You've crossed the line now. And that's not aggressive, but now it's compliment or an attack. And I waited for the answer. Did I say attack? Now is the one trying to soothe. I keep it neutral. Oh, okay. I'm not extra friendly. It's just the same tone. Just asking. Conversation ended. Also, he kept coming back. Coming back. And it ended up in laughs. And it ended up in me giving him a hug. I'm like, listen, come here, it's fine. But there was a mental game. We got that, right? Okay. There's someone else I'm in the general vicinity of, and oh my God. She is, the Lord is my witness, my biggest test. But I like her. I love her. It's weird. It's weird. Because by the things that this person is doing, it should get me way more mad. But also, I channeled her mom, and her mom passed. And then I opened the drawer, and I see a picture of her. And her mom came to me and said, she's young now. She's elegant, like gorgeous, like someone that had flower in her hair, and just always into style and elegance. And then I saw a picture of her right before she passed, randomly in the drawer. After, not randomly, but you know what I mean. And I think her mom came through for her. Her mom came through for her because the sabotage Gemini, we gotta get it together. Team Gemini. I'm a Gemini moon, but unhealed Gemini. This is why people hate on unhealed Gemini, Scorpios, and Aquariuses, man. Fucking brutal, cold. Woo, cold. Yeah. So opportunities multiply their. So that's that. I don't even have enough energy to go into my process of echolocation. Basically, the overall theme of it is you echo it out. You send a vibration, your song out. What do I do? What do I do? Even if someone's talking directly to you, take that moment. What do I do? It just takes a second, and then you will flow. You're gonna flow. You're gonna flow out. You're gonna understand game. What's up? Don't be intimidated by anyone. Don't be intimidated by anyone because that means you value yourself less than them. No. Well, I felt the presence of Jesus Christ, oh my God. Like Jesus Christ, literally. I've never felt the feeling of shame before. And it was weird. It was a light so holy, it was a love so holy that I felt like I don't even like deserve to be in this amount of love right now. This is unbelievable. Like I don't even like what? This exists, number one, and like why me? And there's just confusion, love, so heavy. The only way that you can express it is through straight up tears, sobbing, and then try to bring it up 10 years later, and you're like, and then that's when the love don't die. It multiplies. Oh, like Tupac. Oh, we never die. And we multiply. Oh, it's with Biggie. It's a freestyle. What it do with it, Tupac? I think the Lord will my big blessings. That one. All right, I'm getting off. I'm hopping off real quick, and then I'll hop back on. But I need to like. I want to just this. I want to. If you guys know a platform where I can upload PDFs, because I don't like typing. I would upload a daily pretty message for everyone every day out of pretty piece of paper and I'd take the time and I'd give like a quote or an affirmation and the energy of the day and how we can choose to have a good day together. But I don't know where to do it. Zoom, but it's like that's video. Like I want to like upload a PDF or something. Website, I have Wix and WordPress. I want something like Linktree where I can just like upload it real quick. Or if I want to do a video, I have that option too. Can you guys think for me? Then tell me, please. I'll be back. I'll be back. I feel like I went a quarter into what I wanted to go into. But then when I don't know, I was thrown off by it being personal. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, just in case, you never know. But I feel calm. I feel calm. Prayer. Pause. Prayer. Win. Then attack. If you wish. That's how it's summarized. This man's writings or teachings. I didn't read the whole book. So I can't really, but much love to you. An hour 16. Time flies when you're having fun. The fuck just happened? The screen just went wait. A magical, Pepe. A magical. Which means if we're all reflections of each other, it means no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Be sober, be vigilant, but be kind. Be joyous in all you do. You will win every battle. If you okay. You are loved, you're safe. Come join the community. It's just started, but it's beautiful. If you feel alone, if you feel sad, if you just want company, come through. And not only do we talk about this, I usually do readings. It's so much more than just the picture card. Pageosaurus, learning. It's a learning experience where I learn from you, you learn from me. You can find me on almost every platform. Not every. Well, my link tree. I think I have it in my bio. If not, Cloud9. KLOUDNYN number 9 NE. I don't know if there's an underscore in between. Sometimes there is. Alright, love you, bye. 117 on the timer. Tulu Buffalo.